Thank you so much. The surprise that Javier was referencing is that I have no voice. Well, I have a voice, but the doctor said to me, you cannot speak. You have severe laryngitis, as you can see. I said, well, I may not be able to speak, but I certainly am going to show up at NALEO. If you can bear with my voice for a little while, I just want to congratulate NALEO, your officers, Adolfo Carrion, for his tremendous leadership. This isn't working, is it? It's not very good. Why not just say their names and just say they're great? Adolfo Carrion, and he's sitting there with Rafael Anchia, the chairman, and Arturo Vargas for his leadership, Peter Gallegos. Thank you all. And thank all of you for coming. Now, I'm not going to make you undergo this for the whole speech. I'm going to yield to my colleague, Congressman Becerra, to convey my thoughts to you, because I know this is painful for you. But I did want to say how important your convention is, and your theme is very, very important to all of us. The time is now. We really, ya es hora. Did I say it right? Just confine my remarks to acknowledging some leadership. I want to acknowledge the leadership of Javier Becerra. He is part of the Democratic leadership. When I became leader, I named him to the board of the Smithsonian Institution so that he could make sure that the contributions and leadership of the Latino community had full representation and manifestation at the Smithsonian Institution. And I don't know if you know, but last month, Congress passed and President Bush signed into law Congressman Becerra's bill to study the creation of a National Museum of American Latinos at the Smithsonian. I also want to brag about some of my other colleagues in the Congress. My voice and your schedule does not allow me to go into all of them, but I know you take special pride in some of the leadership roles being played. Nydia Vasquez, the first woman to be the chair of a major committee, chair of Small Business Committee. Sylvester Reyes, the face of the security of our country, as chair of the Intelligence Committee. I was pleased to make that appointment. The chair of our Hispanic caucus, Joe Baca. Thank you, Joe Baca. Joe Baca and Dennis Cardozo worked very hard on the Farm Bill to make sure we had the largest investment in nutrition in the history of our country. For this and for so much else, thank you, Joe Baca. Congresswoman Hilda Solis is chair of the Hispanic Caucus Health Task Force. Thank you for your leadership. I don't know if any other of our colleagues are here. Oh, Ruben Hinojosa, he's the chair of the Education Task Force of the committee. Ruben is such a very special member of Congress, and he is my friend. I've been down to see him a number of times in South Texas. He's a relentless advocate for his point of view, and I love him. Thank you. I could talk about all of them. Well, I really can, but I'd like to talk about all of them. But I did want to because I heard on the way over that Senator Reid acknowledged Eddie Roybal. They were friends when they served together in the House. Eddie was my friend when we served together in the House, but long before that, you should probably know, almost 60 years ago, he was a founder of NALEO and the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. He was first elected to the Los Angeles City Council In those days when councilman then, Roy Ball would bring his family to receptions and events in Los Angeles, hotels would stop him at the door. He had to explain he was a member of the LA City Council before they would let his family and him in. As his daughter Lucille remembers, her father would tell his family they had every right to be there, just like everyone else, and so did all the other Latinos. Throughout his life, Ed Rebel would fight to throw open the doors of opportunity to all Latinos. In 1962, he was elected to Congress. In 1976, he would help found NALEO and amplify the voices of Latino voters. In 1992, his daughter, Lucille Roybal Allard, who witnessed those early days of discrimination, would follow in his footsteps in Congress. Today, in